Hey everybody, I might smoke too much 420 and this is 2018 base decoration competition and Tiny Voltage is doing the video and I'm one of the judges of the three and the other two judges are not available at the moment and Psychotic Atomic is the one going to be showing us his base. And Atomic, go ahead, and Psychotic, go ahead and show us your base.
All right, well, I welcome you all to Brainiac's Incursion. Right now, this is, I appreciate the introduction, but this is actually not my base. This used to be my lair. However, it has been taken over by Brainiac, and it's been completely overrun. Every single piece of equipment that I have has been taken over. It is kind of like kind of intricately laid out. Every single wall has been created by me. There is no prefab walls. I kind of use that term, prefab construction. But I try to do something similar to what Brainiac would do. So to the right, we have my characters that were placed in test tubes, and they're being studied. They're being studied straight in front of us. We actually have the marijuana infused with man-bat serum. It can cause hallucinations and or mutations depending on how much you smoke. So coming this way, we actually have our tribute to the bottle cities that Brainiac has taken over. I don't know what the scale is. So come through the airtight Kryptonian seal. And in here to the left, we actually have our quarantine room. This room is with keypad. We have keypad entries right here. And then we have workstations and monitors. We monitor the vitals and everything. We're basically trying to heal this person who's been infected. All right, so to the left, we actually have a Teen Titan door that's been sealed. We have some cabling that's gone awry. Also, we have a gun-mounted turret at the top of this door. This gun-mounted turret is to protect the mainframe on the right when you come in. And here we have all the monitors that have basically started to fail because they've all been hacked by Brainiac. And so they're all going haywire and they're failing and whatnot. We also have additional subjects in here. And everything's being studied. We're trying to save lives here, you know. Lives are being lost.
Brainiac's trying to save lives?
No, we're trying to save lives from Brainiac.
Oh, okay.
Brainiac is the one causing the problems. Okay, so remember, we're fighting against Brainiac because, good or bad, hero or villain, we have a common survival goal. It's just to not be obliterated. All right, so here we got the Speed Force treadmill, and even this has been hijacked by Brainiac, and he is this base is it requires so much power that this energy is what Brainiac requires to actually operate this much equipment. So yeah, Flash's equipment is corrupted. Up at the top of the steps, we actually have the exit that we can use with all the entire artifact replica collection. In the center area, again, we do study. We have plenty of specimens to study. For different things. We can work on cures and everything like that. Now, this base consists of anti-monitor base items throughout the entire layer, a throwback to season 1 and season 2. But this right here, all these walls were created with season 1 anti-monitor stone and season 2 Kaluan cabling and pillars. And if you look between the wall, I wanted to create a backdrop where you can see, you know, the LEDs, and you can see the wraparound, and they're all in the same color of season 1 anti-monitor base items, just like the purple in the stone. There actually is a platform, yeah, that Smoke himself has ventured on. This is just, you could just use this as a perch to actually appreciate the aerial view. I go out of my way to make sure that you got good aerial 360 view as well. So you can actually come back this way. So you got your bank here, well, along with your supply boxes and whatnot. So you come down this way, this path. Here we have some more test subjects on the wall and monitors as well. So everything gets monitored. Even though, to say, some of the equipment is barely functioning at this point, we do still try to test stuff. All right, so down here we have the wall of Brainiac, his complete inception of insanity, his window as it was. Everything's corrupted, all the monitors. You could look out into Gotham, you know, and see the outside if you get tired of all this insanity that's going on in here. All right, tribute to the villains right now. No disrespect to the heroes, but we are villains, and therefore Bat Signal has been turned upside down.
Hey,
Love it or hate it.
I mean to disrespect the heroes. Okay?
Well, yeah, I'm a
I
villain.
do it on purpose.
Yeah. So there's actually we have a switch right here. You can pull this knife switch, and you can start the chemical reaction over here on the test tubes. And then we actually have storage racks, and we can store like additional man-bat serum and chemicals that we create. These are all exobyte storage containers where we can store additional exobytes. Coming up into this area, which is the office area of Batman, but I would tread lightly in here because Batman is not in a good mood. All his equipment is failing, and he's been trying to unhack Brainiac's hack for weeks. So, and we have no idea where Alfred is, by the way. All right, so coming outside of there, we have our laboratory test equipment, complete with additional storage bins. And then as you come around the back, we have a farm of digitizers, and we have Supergirl in here, Superman, you name them, they're in here, and they're all being assimilated by Brainiac. And we actually have Brainiac's minion right here, and he's hard at work, you know, harvesting and creating mutations and whatnot, and specimens. So yeah, overall, this is just a bad situation to be in if you are a victim of Brainiac.
Okay. While Tiny does his thing, I got to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
First of all, how many base items do you have in this base?
480.
Okay. And how long did it take you to do it?
From January 2018, and I placed items as recently as a week ago. So it's been, what, 8 months, 9 months, constantly revisiting. And, you know, it was maybe three whole months consistently, and then picking at it every so often within every other month. So about 8 months.
About 8 months? Okay. And then in a real short minute, would you kind of explain what gave you the inspiration or the idea to do it, this base?
Yes, this layer system came about from the fact that this was a void tech layer that I had. It had nothing in it. I could never find anything to put in it. And I was always waiting for the right items. And finally, one episode came out, which was the anti-monitor episode. And Tori Kumu uploaded a YouTube video, and he highlighted the base items. And as soon as I saw them, the light bulb came on, and I had known that I wanted to incorporate these items immediately into this tech layer, and so began the insanity that is Brainiac's incursion.
Okay. And I have no idea where Tiny is. But he's doing his thing. Let him do his thing. All right.
But it's been a labor of love. I'll tell you what, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars probably I passed on to get this all done. So it was still worth every penny because, you know, I get to come in here and preserve, you know, my vision, you know, and it was a vision. It was a vision of grandeur, and it's been a pleasure to be able to share it with everyone, you know, outside of any winners of this competition. You know, it's a pleasure to see all their bases, and it's also a pleasure to show my base.
That's what it's about. For most people, they don't even care about winning. All right, so let me end it. All right, everybody, this is Sycotic Centurion, and Tiny Voltage is doing the video. I'm one of the judges, and this is Sycotic Atomics base, and we'll see you next time with the next base. Thank you.